Yatris, last time we deployed our full stack 3-tier application on a EC2 instance, okay, with the basic and manual way. As you can see here, this is our application where we have a login and sign up page. After doing login, you can see your login ID here. You can also do the logout, then the log activities. You can add your activities here, like different activities for the study, work, health, personal. And then we can show that activities here in the view activities. For example, I added the 2 activity. So here is the complete CRUD operation for the creating this activity. Then you can edit it, then you can delete it. Okay, and there is another tab is analysis tab where you can see your total time per category. Okay, like I did the personal work for 60% and for the health I give the 30%. Then weekly activity trend is there, most frequent activity which I did. This is a complete you can say 3-tier application, a full stack application with the Node.js as a front end and the back end, React in the front end, Node.js in the back end, and the database we used, which is the Superbase database, as you can see here. So let's deploy the same application using the PM2. Okay, so this is the part 2 of this series. Deploy the 3-tier application on the EC2 instance. Here you can see we have this application. Last time we deployed it with the basic manual deployment. This time we'll deploy it using the PM2. Okay, so now let's jump onto this PM2 thing. Now let me tell you what is PM2 first. PM2 means Production Process Manager for the Node.js application. But why we need this PM2 and all things? See, what if like from the basic and manual deployment, you reboot your EC2 instance, okay? You restarted your EC2 instance, then what will happen? Your application will be live again? No. Your application won't be live again until and unless you run the command on the terminal npm start, okay? Then and then your application will be live. First issue. Second issue, what if your application crashed, okay, and you need to able to find, you have to find that errors. Now where is the errors? So that you need to understand the logs, okay? For the log, there is no management by using this basic and manual deployment using npm start and npm run dev, okay? There is nothing like that. For this 2 issue, you have to have the PM2. Or I can tell you the simple way. You're driving a car without a seat belt, which is equal to the basic and manual deployment. But you are driving the car with seat belt, okay? That is what the PM2 for Node.js application. You are driving your Node.js application with the PM2 is equal to driving your car with the seat belt, okay? So this is how the PM2 is. PM2 is nothing but a manager who's like besides your Node.js application. So when you run the npm start, npm run dev, there are some of the certain problems. As you can see, app stops if you close the terminal. Then there is a monitoring thing. Then is a also like whenever you are restarting your server, your code will crash. Your application will not run. Lot of problems we are facing if we do the manual deployment. Okay, that's why we need PM2. Okay, so PM2 is nothing but one of the command. You have to install this PM2 for Node.js application by the npm install PM2. Okay, after installing the PM2, you can start your server. You can do the PM2 save, PM2 startup. It's similar like Docker stop, Docker start, like that. PM2 start, PM2 save, PM2 startup, like that. Okay, so this is how. So let's deploy our application again using PM2. So let's go to our EC2 instance. So here we'll launch new instance. Okay, we'll give it the name Yatri Cloud application, and then the Ubuntu. Then we'll take a default one. Instance type will take the T2 medium. Okay, it's 3-tier application, really heavy application. Then we'll select the key pair. Okay, done. And we are good to go to launch this EC2 instance. Done. Okay, after launching this EC2 instance, as we know already, because from the last video I already told you, like this is our IP, and from here in the security tab, in the security group, you have to add the 3000 port to run this application, right? We already deployed this application in the previous video. Okay, so now we have to add the inbound rule and the add rule and the custom TCP and 3000. Otherwise, how will application will listen to this port? Okay, so that's how we have to add this rule. Then save the rules after doing this steps. Now we have to connect this EC2 instance. Okay, let me copy first. I think I copied the IP of this EC2 instance, but let me check it once again. Yeah, this is our EC2 instance running. I'll copy this IPv4 address. I go to the VS Code. Where's VS Code? Yeah, VS Code. Then I'll connect it again, connect to the host. I'll configure this host in the config file. I'll add this host here. Okay, I paste this IP, I paste this host name. Okay, done. Now what we need to do, again click here, connect to the host, our IP. Okay, then this one, last IP. I click this IP. Okay, now good to go. Let's connect our server, our EC2 instance. Okay, it's downloading the VS Code server. It will download all of these things. Yeah, done. Now we'll see this one. Okay, now what we'll do, I'll tell you one more thing. Okay, we are in our server. Now we have to clone our code, right? Without code, how we can deploy? It's simple thing, Nancy. Without code, how anyone can deploy? Okay, so what we'll do git clone. And here is our beautiful website. Hey. Okay, this is our website. This is public code you can use. You can also deploy this same website. Okay, so I'll go here. I'll paste it, git clone. It's cloning the repo. It's done. Here you can see there is one repository. Beautiful repository. Then we'll do the cd command. We'll go inside this repository. Yeah, we are here. Okay, let me tell you, after cloning the repo, you have to update this credentials here. Okay, here you can see project key from the Supabase. So where we have to go? Supabase again. Yep. Here in the panel, we have to click this project settings. Here we have to copy this project ID. Then go again here. And here we have to add this project ID. Okay. So I'm adding this project ID. Now here we have to add this public key from Supabase. Here we can see API keys, right? Click on API key. Okay, copy this API key. Okay, paste it. Done. Okay, we are good to go. Now what we have to do? npm install, right? First command to install the node modules. Oh, we don't have npm. Okay, no worries, we have the solution. So this is the npm install. I mean, it will install the Node.js in your system. So I copy, I paste, done. Node.js installed, npm installed, everything installed. That's it. Okay, let me make it a little bit bigger so you can also see this thing. Okay, I'll clear the screen, and now npm install. Done. Okay, it is installing the all of the dependencies. Here we can see created node modules. It will take little bit of time. Now what we have to do, we have to build this project. npm run build. Done. Okay, see, it's building. Okay, build is done. This is nothing but a warning. No need to worry about this one. Okay, so now you have to drive your Node.js car with PM2. Okay, with the seat belt. So how you can do? First you have to install npm install -g. For globally you have to install -g and then PM2. Okay, it will install the PM2 globally in your virtual machine, in your EC2 instance. So let it be installed. Okay, see, it's installed already. Now we have to do PM2 status. Here you can see PM2 status and then PM2 CLI, like that. Okay, this is PM2. There is no service, no process is right now running. So to run the application, what we need, we added this two thing. If you can check here, we added this ecosystem config.js, which is required for the PM2 thing. Where is the location of our directory? Okay, this is our directory. This is the location, home, Ubuntu, and whatever the location. You can give any name you want to give it. Okay, but make sure you add this three thing and this fourth one. Okay. Apart from this, I have added one more file, start.sh, to start the server. Okay, to start this thing. Okay, that's it. Another thing, I think I didn't added any other things. I mean, all the codes are same from previous video. Okay, so now how we can do it? PM2 start and echo. Okay, let me clear the screen first. Okay, make it a little bigger. Okay, PM2 start and the file name ecosystem config.js. Ecosystem config.js. Hit and enter. See, as you can see here, it already. I mean, here you can see application daily activity status is not running. Now it's starting, and now its online status is in green and online. That means your application is running right now. If you want to check, you can again check PM2 status. Okay. I did it in capital again, typo. PM2 status. Okay, done. Here it's online. Now how we can check? Similar now. Last time how we already checked. This is our IP. We copied the IP. Go to the new tab. Paste it here. And the 3000 port. Added 3000 port and done. Application is live. Okay. Now we have to do the login. Let me do the login. If it's working or not, that we need to check now. So this is my login ID. Then password. Okay, login is done. Here we can see the activities even. Okay, see the activities. Yeah, these are our activities. Yeah, we can add our activities. Jogging 1 2 3. Something crazy. Then save it. Okay, let me check. Oh, it's working. Then analysis. So analysis is there, everything is there. For the weekly analysis even it is there. Okay, so here we can add the activities, we can delete the activities, we can update the activities. It is completely 3-tier application, full stack application that we can use it in our resume too. Okay, we deployed our application. Let's subscribe to the Yatri Cloud and follow me on LinkedIn. Thank you. Bye bye.